Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to talk about how to write a personal statement. If you have been trying to apply to a UK university, then you must be knowing that a personal statement is a very important part of your application. As a matter of fact, it is said that it can be a make or break point of your application process. It can be the difference between being offered a place and being denied the same. Today we are going to cover everything that you need to know about writing a successful, outstanding personal statement that will get you that place in that university that you are looking for. So today we are going to look at what a personal statement really is, or the definition of a personal statement, how to prepare to write your personal statement. As you know, preparation determines how to open your personal statement in a way that the admissions team will want to read the whole of it. How you can brag about your personal qualities, achievements, and skills without annoying the admissions team. Very important. How to take the admissions team to your future plans and show how it fits the place you seek to be offered. And finally, how to end your personal statement in a more memorable way. I'm going to bring you even expert tips from actual admission tutors, and you see what they are going to say. Also later in this video, I'm going to share with you a UCAS personal statement worksheet. As you know, UCAS is a major admissions body, so they have a personal statement worksheet that I want to share with you, and it also contains the do's and don'ts of writing a personal statement. So make sure that you watch this video until the end and don't go away. Let's go! Welcome back. So what is a personal statement? Simply put, a personal statement is a section of your appointment that is all about you. It is the part which gives you an opportunity to talk about yourself and why you think you are the best fit for the program or course that you are applying for. I think that is it. So how should you prepare to write an outstanding personal statement? There are basically two elements that you must put into consideration. First, the facts, all the facts about you and your application, but also the emotional, what is referred to as the personal, the human aspect of you. Those two will make your statement to stand out. You have to think about everything that you want the admission tutors to know about you. Remember, your personal statement is 4,000 words only, or 40 lines. That also means that you have approximately 2 pages of an A4 paper. That's all you have to impress the admissions team. So you have to think carefully what you're going to include and exclude. So in your preparation stage, you can first write your ideas somewhere, and then later on you transfer them in a more organized way. So once you are done with that, then you go to the actual opening. It is highly discouraged to write your opening statements as the first thing that you will do. Why? Because in most cases, it's more like an introduction of what you are going to write about in the rest of your statement. But as you are writing, new ideas might come in and you might change one bit here and there. So it is recommended that you write your opening statement last even after the closing statement. But before we go to the actual opening, I need to bring you this warning from UCAS. As I said, UCAS is a major admissions body. It stands for Universities and Colleges Admission Service. Here it is. Don't be tempted to copy or share your statement. UCAS scans all personal statements through a similarity detection system to compare them with previous statements. Any similarity greater than 30% will be flagged and will inform the universities and colleges to which you have applied. Now, this does not only refer to UCAS applications, because for some cases, you may apply directly to the universities. But every university in UK has a plagiarism check, and for most write-ups, any similarity score of 30 and above will lead to rejection of your write-up. Even your personal statement will be run through the software, and if it scores 30 and above similarity, it will be rejected, and you know that means you will lose your place. So make sure that you write your statement yourself. Okay, so let's now move to how you actually write that opening statement. But before we continue, if you're finding any value in this video, please make sure that you give it thumbs up. And if you are new here, please make sure that you hit subscribe and join this family. Let's take a look at this statement. Please, Brian, HE coordinator and careers advisor, Queen Elizabeth Sixth Form College, says the best opening sentences refer to experiences. Students need to think about what stands out for them regarding their relationship with their chosen subject. Their interest in the subject may have been generated from work experience, voluntary work, hobbies, interests, or even from studying it at A level. So it is all about your relationship with your chosen subject. I hope it makes sense. Another tutor here says, try not to overthink the opening sentence. You need to engage the reader with your relevant thoughts and ideas, but not go overboard. The opening is your chance to introduce yourself, to explain your motivation for studying the course, and to demonstrate your understanding of it. The best personal statements get to the point quickly, go straight in. What excites you about the course, and why do you want to learn about it? So be succinct and draw the reader in, but not mix with gimmicks. This isn't the X factor. This comment comes from one of the admissions tutors. Another admissions tutor adds, it's much better to engage us with something interesting, relevant, specific, and current in your opening line. Start with what's inspiring you now, not what inspired you when you were 6. Okay? In fact, let me show you some of the opening statements that are turn-offs for admission tutors. Here we go. Try to avoid cliches and the most obvious opening sentences so you stand out from the very first line. UCAS publishes a list of common opening lines each year. Here are just some overused phrases to avoid using in your personal statement. If you're applying through UCAS, you might want to actually go and check out the website so you can avoid some of these mistakes. But let's just look at a few that they pointed out which people commonly use. And here they are. From a young age, blah, 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 blah. Like I was taken to a dentist, had my braces done, and I liked the dentist, blah, blah. You know the thing. As long as I can remember, I am applying for this course because, of course, you are applying for the course. That is a redundant statement. Go straight to the point. I have always been interested in. Some of these are the things that you should avoid. Throughout my life, I have always enjoyed. And try not to use quotes. Quotes are top of the list of admission tutors' pet hates. So please, avoid quotes by all means. Now that you know what to avoid in your opening statement, be authentic. Talk about you, your interest, why you need the course, and why you think you are a best fit. Your interests and your skills, how they fit with the course. That is what you should focus on, because the statement is about you. Now let's talk about how you can actually brag about your achievements and your skills without annoying the admissions tutor. So what you are seeing here is a summary. Is a summary which I have got from the UCAS website, and they are saying your work experience and future plans are important to include. You should share details of jobs, placements, work experience, or voluntary work, particularly if it's relevant to your course. Try to link any experience to skills or qualities that will make you successful. If you know what you'd like to do after a career, explain how you plan to use the knowledge and experience that you'll gain to launch a career. In other words, they're trying to say, if you have any significant achievements and they are relevant to your course, under this section, you are actually given a green light to brag about your achievements and your skills that you are very proud of. You must list them here so that they help you to stand out. Because admission tutors receive hundreds, if not thousands, of applications each year. So you must make sure yours stands out so you can get the place that you are looking for. Let me take you back to the UCAS website to some of the tips that were given by admission tutors themselves that you must include in your personal statement to increase your success. Okay, the first one. Your personal and practical skills combined will create a unique picture of who you are and why you will be a successful student. So definitely include both practical and personal skills. So make sure you include those. The other question you need to ask yourself is, do your studies relate what you are currently studying or the studies you have completed? Do they relate with what you are applying for? You must prove your enthusiasm for your current study and take the opportunity to demonstrate your skills and knowledge now and how you want to build on that, because the admissions tutors are looking at progress. How are you progressing in your studies? So you cannot do dental surgery in undergraduate like I did, then you are applying for journalism. You'll have a very hard time to prove that your studies relate, unless maybe you are doing medical journalism or something, but you get the point. Your studies must relate if you want to have a smooth sail with your personal statement and your application in general. Also, why are you interested? This is your chance to show your passion and really demonstrate who you are. If you have hobbies or volunteering experiences related to the subject, include them here. They show more of what kind of person you are outside academics. Remember, a personal statement actually is outside grades. So this is about you as a person. One more tip, why will you be great? This is what the admission tutors are looking for. So your personal and practical skills combined will create a unique picture of who you are and why you'll be a successful student. So definitely include both. Okay, now that you have known how exactly you are going to write that part, then you can now move on to the part where you talk about your future plans. Here it states that if you know what you'd like to do after a career, explain how you plan to use the knowledge and experience that you'll gain to launch your career. I think this is self-explanatory. Once you are done with that, it's time to end your personal statement. How do you write your closing statement in a way that makes the admission tutors to remember you in a good way, of course, so you can be offered the place that you are applying for? This also I got from UCAS website. Higher Education Careers Advisor Liz says, a good ending can link back to what you claim at the beginning, or be a short summary as to what you are looking forward to at university, new challenges, etc., or even your commitment as to why you would be an ideal candidate without bragging. This part is not for bragging. Your bragging part, you can leave it for the skills and achievements here. But this is just a summary. Keep in mind word count. So you have to be as brief as possible. In order to do that, I want to share with you tips that can help you to write a perfect closing statement. Shona, Director of Admissions, University of Stirling, says, It all comes back to why they would pick you. Tell them why they should pick you. How can you demonstrate you are the one you want them to make an offer to? I think that's clear. Make them feel that you are a suitable candidate for the program you are applying for. Chloe also says, I recommend finishing on a more personal note, such as how your personality could make you a valuable student. It's your last chance to convince the admissions tutors that you will do well once given the opportunity. Avoid famous quotes. Like the start of your personal statement, try to avoid cliches, quotes, or asking rhetorical questions you are not going to answer, because it's completely pointless. For the closing part of your statement, let me share with you 4 closing tips. Closing tip 1, keep notes as you write. Inspiration can strike when you least expect, especially while you are writing the main section of your statement. Note any thoughts down straight away so you can come back to them when you are ready. And this is also why writing the first statement should be the last, because you can get inspiration as you continue. Our next tip is avoid famous quotes, just like in your opening statements. Our tip 3 is make yourself stand out. Give them one more little insight into your ideas, interests, or skills, or be specific about something you personally want to achieve from the course or from your wider university experience. Don't waffle. Think about what you are writing in this critical spot. What's your reason for including it here? Keep the ending of your personal statement short, concise, and to the point. I think with that, let's go straight to the template that I talked about earlier, and we go through it briefly. And I'm going to leave a link to download that template under the description, so you can download it, go through it, and know exactly what you can do with it. So as you can see, personal statement worksheet. This is the order: writing about the course, why you're applying for the chosen course. Yeah, that is it. The next part, you come down here, skills and achievement. So this is actually editable, so you can, yeah, you get, yeah, so you can do that, and you type in there, and then so after you have written the skills and achievements, then you come to hobbies and interests, work experience. If you are a mature student, this is what I didn't mention earlier. Explain what you've been doing since leaving education and provide additional evidence to support your application if you are not in full-time education. You should give details of any relevant work experience, paid, unpaid, and information about your current or previous employment. Okay? International students. By the way, for the evidence, even if you are not a mature student, you must include evidence of your achievements, especially. International students, tell universities why you want to study in the UK. Very, very important, this one. Even UKVI might interview you and ask you this question. Why do you want to study in the UK? And why you think you can successfully complete a course that is taught in English. Say if some of your studies have been taught or examined in English, and if you have taken part in any activities where you have used English outside of your studies. Very important. Future plans, include them here. Do's and the don'ts. Yes, we talked about this. So the do's when writing your personal statement are here. I think you can download this. In the interest of time, I'm going to leave a link under the comment section so you can download it and you go through it at your own time. The do's are here, the don'ts are here. For example, don't exaggerate, don't rely on spell checkers, don't leave it to the last minute, yeah, and things like that. If you have been with me up to this moment, I want to say thank you very much. You are the best of the best. See you in the next one.